Monday mornings are for resetting after a busy weekend. No matter what we have going on a weekend, whether we are at home or out, it always seems I just don't get to all the normal homemaking things like I do during the week. I really do love the freedom and how laid back weekends feel, but I also really love getting back into our normal schedule and back into the swing of things on a Monday morning. Every Monday looks a little different, but on this particular Monday, I need to make some laundry soap, a few skincare items that I use regularly that I'm out of, and I want to make some pickles because we're swimming in cucumbers over here from our little tiny garden. If you guys have been around my channel long, you have seen me make homemade laundry soap here on my channel before, and it is actually so simple to make. Just a few ingredients, all things that you can get at your local Walmart or even on Amazon. They're just very easy to find ingredients that are very inexpensive, and it saves you so much money when you make your own laundry soap. So I have this recipe over on my blog, ouroilyhouse.com. It's just borax, washing soda, and a laundry soap bar, which you can make on your own or you can purchase. There's a couple different options. Again, I talk all about that over on my blog. You can add in different essential oils if you want it scented, or you can just leave it plain. Now, I know there's a little bit of an argument in the country world about borax, but I have done a lot of research on it, and I find it to be a safe option for our laundry routine. I'm excited to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Lume. Lume is a whole body deodorant that was invented by OBGYN Shannon Klingman. Lume is clinically proven to block odor all day and continues controlling BO for 72 hours. I was so excited to try Lume because I am in my early postpartum stages, and during that time you just seem to sweat more than normal, and with co-sleeping and nursing, oftentimes I'm just a little bit more stinky than I usually am, and I can tell you that Lume is working so well. I absolutely love it, and this body stick is in the toasted coconut scent, and it smells so good. I put this to test a couple weeks ago. We had our fair. I talked about it in a previous video, but we were there for a full week. It was in July, very, very hot. And so outside in July in the Midwest can be very sticky, high humidity, and this stuff works so well for me, so I'm excited to tell you guys a little bit about it. And the best part about Lume is that it's skin safe, baking soda free, cruelty free, vegan, paraben free, and it's pH optimized to use anywhere on your entire body. Lume has a wide variety of aluminum free products, and everything comes in 8 different scents. I got the Lume starter kit bundle, which came with the deodorant stick, and then it also came with the whole body deodorant cream. This is in lavender sage. It is so good. I absolutely love anything lavender, and the sage mixed with it makes it smell amazing. I also got the body wash in the clean tangerine scent, and it also came with the deodorant wipes, and this scent is in the cool cucumber. The Lume starter pack is a great deal for new customers. It comes with the full size whole body deodorant, the whole body deodorant cream tube, and then it also comes with 2 free products like the wash or the wipes. Plus, it is free shipping within the United States, and Lume is offering my followers an additional $5 off if you use my link down in the description box below. It's bit.ly/Lume-oily, and be sure to enter my code OILY at checkout. So that is a deal of over 40% off. So if you have been wanting to try a new deodorant that is aluminum free, paraben free, all of the good things, you guys are going to want to check out the link down in my description box below. Every Monday, I always get a fresh arrangement of flowers on the table, and sometimes even another time throughout the week. But over the weekend, that's one of those things that gets neglected. And by Monday, they're all looking kind of dead and not so great. And I get really excited to put a fresh new arrangement of beautiful flowers that we have growing right here in our backyard onto our table. I told you guys that I was planning on making a few different skincare items that I use all the time, and this first one is just a very simple sugar scrub. It's literally just olive oil, sugar, and I like to add in a little bit of lavender essential oil. I keep this in the shower and I use it a couple of times a week just on my body, but I really like using it on my face. It works so well, it's so easy to make, and I think it really helps with my skin. And so I like to just keep it in the shower so I can use it to exfoliate my body or my face. It's very gentle on the skin, and it kind of makes your regular shower seem just a little bit more luxurious when you're using a sugar scrub. Now the next thing I'm making here is an anti-aging face serum. This is another product that I absolutely love, and again, I have this recipe, the sugar scrub recipe, on my blog, OurEarlyHouse.com. I have been using this anti-aging serum for several months, and I really, really like it. I like to use this at least once a day, sometimes twice, and then typically after I use it, I like to use my Blooming Face Pro over it just to help it penetrate into the skin a little bit better. I don't know, like I said, making your own skincare products really, really saves money, and I love to know exactly what I'm putting on my body, and this is the best way to do it. So instead of buying fancy different serums and things from the store that cost a lot of money, I have just learned how to make them at home, and it really is very simple to do. I am making a honey ginger chicken for lunch. This is also on my blog. I have two separate blogs, one for all of the cleaning and skincare and laundry type recipes that I share a lot, and then I have another blog with all of my cooking recipes. So this one is on there. It's a very simple recipe that uses, you could use soy sauce. I like to use liquid aminos instead, honey, some grated ginger and garlic, and you pan sear your chicken, and that's making the sauce for this chicken. It is very delicious, and I am just serving it over some rice. It's really funny to think back on our whole food journey since being married. I've been married for 12 years, and I have gone through so many different phases with food. I'm a big researcher, and you guys know as well as me, if you go on and you start researching different diets and cuisines, you're going to see that everyone thinks that vegetarian's best, or you can find that vegan's best, or you can find that being a carnivore is best. Sugar's good, sugar's bad. There's just so much stuff out there. And I find that no matter what you believe, you can find pros and cons on every single thing. So with all that information swirling around in my head, I have changed up the way that my family has eaten so much. And I have put a lot of stress on myself about this in the past. Not as much anymore, but in the past, this has been a thing that I've thought about. At the end of the day, I might be like, oh my gosh, my kids did not get enough vegetables, we didn't eat any whole grains, or we had way too many whole grains today, just depending on the era that I was in at that given time. And I really hate that relationship with food. I find it really stressful and unhealthy. And in the world we live in right now, with so much information coming at us with social media, I think that moms in general can really get overwhelmed with trying to figure out what's best for our families and our kids. And I think that it's just a really unhealthy relationship to have with food. So all that to say, we are now on a kick of just eating whole foods, real foods, and I try to make things from scratch, but if I don't, it's okay. If we're out and about and the kids have some fast food, it's okay. Just trying not to over-stress these things and just being able to actually enjoy food. And if you don't have a certain thing that you're dealing with, like an allergy or something, just being able to enjoy food and not get so worked up over which diet you should be consuming. This afternoon, I am making a candle with a container that used to have a candle in it and it's gone now, so I'm just refilling it with some beeswax. I have several different candle recipes and essential oil blends to put in them over on my blog if you are interested in anything like that. Today for lunch, I am pulling out a big chuck roast and I'm going to marinate it in some rice vinegar, some more liquid aminos, a little bit of garlic and ginger. And I'm going to use this to make shredded beef tacos. As the keeper of the home, I find myself in the kitchen so often cooking and coming up with different recipes. And like I was saying earlier, it is so much less stressful now that I don't have to worry about all the different diets and, trying to figure out what's best for my family. And of course, I still like to feed my family healthy, but I try to stay away from that type of research anymore, or, that kind of information on like social media. It's just too much. At least for me, it's too much, and it really causes more stress. And I think that can be more unhealthy than just eating the food. And so my only rule now that I follow is, while we're at home, I cook with wholesome ingredients, even if I'm using sugar or flour, things that I typically wouldn't have used, a few years ago. I just try to use ingredients that are non-GMO, organic, or buy things locally or at a farmer's market, grow things myself, get eggs from my own chickens. I have a source of meat and milk and, just all of those types of things. Not so worried about if we're eating gluten-free or sugar-free or dairy-free, but just knowing that the ingredients that we are using are real and as natural and pure as possible. And then just going to town and just eating whatever we can. And like I said, if we are out and about and we aren't eating this way, I am a big fan of that 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time we are eating from scratch meals that are made with all of those great ingredients. And the other 20% of the time, it's okay if I let my guard down and the kids get a red dye sucker. I just don't want to have to worry about that, because in my past, that would have been something that just worried me so much, and I would lose sleep over something like that. And I really do think that that was probably less healthy than just eating the sucker. So I hope that is encouraging to somebody on here, because I know that was a big struggle whenever I first had kids, and it is so much less stressful now that I'm way more laid back about this. And I think my kids still eat a very healthy diet. None of them are very picky. I just put food on the table and I let them eat what they want, what's on there, and I don't make any separate meals, and everyone seems to do just fine with that routine. As always, I will link all the different recipes and things that I shared for you guys down below. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I get out a new video every single week. Thank you so much for watching.